G'day, Tonia Reeves, Australia's Cowgirl medium, coming at you from Warburton, Victoria today. So I'm hoping that I've got enough, I've got enough internet here to be able to come across loud and clear. So I'm putting it out there that will be the case. G'day everybody, Tonia Reeves here, really wrapped to be on the show. It is another week and I am sitting in front of this most beautiful setting here. We are camped up. We are doing a road job at the moment. My partner's busy on the grader at the moment. And, yeah, we've got a road job here at Warburton, or actually Yarra Junction it is. So, yeah, we're sort of right next to Warburton. And we've been fortunate enough to have one of the local farmers let us stay here for a few nights while we've been working on the road. So it's absolutely magnificent. The little creek here, at the little Yarra Creek, and our motorhome's right next to it. So we listen to that sound. And I mean, it doesn't get much more magical than running water, you know, that you can listen to when you go to sleep or even when you're awake. It's been amazing. So you might see my little dogs running around because they're a little bit excited at the moment. On my show this morning, they had to make an appearance and, you know, start paddling in the creek next door. So anyway, they might join us. So as long as they don't bark too much. I did that a bit this morning, but you know what it's like. Animals are animals. So anyway, I hope your January is going well. We're looking at nearly being into February, which I can't believe. It's kind of like this month has flown by. I feel like we're a little bit more grounded at the moment and the energy has shifted. So I think we've integrated a lot more. So, you know, now coming to the end of January than what we had done, you know, early on in the month. I think it was a little bit of it was about climatising, I think. Yeah, that's what I felt. So anyway, I think we are now ready to step up into 2021. And for each and every one of us, that will be different. But going by the connections that I've made already with readings this year is a lot of people are stepping up and stepping outside of their comfort zone and really being pushed towards changing things up, and especially when it comes to career or, you know, what you're spending time on. There's many people that are really making a decision around, do they want to stay the same or, you know, is it time to change up? And I think if there's one thing to come out of 2020, it's that we're not just going to sit back and have a mediocre life. So I really feel we had a lot of realizations, and for the most part of that was about embracing what we have and not what we have not, and making the most of the little things. You know, I think for many of us that we were, whether it was in lockdown or near lockdown or whatever it was, it really enabled us to be present and to actually stop and slow down. And I really think that's not a bad thing for many of us, because, you know, it's easy enough to have that happen, and we get a bit sidetracked. So, you know, for the most part of it, it just makes that, you know, a little bit challenging for us. So we need to remember to do things to keep us present, and that's hence, you know, I love the creek here. Nature is one you'll hear me speak of over and over to help with the grounding and just being able to feel that energy of, you know, the environment we live in. And I think it's really important, the environment that you live in, because you spend a lot of time there. So you want to be happy where you are. And it doesn't mean you have to have the best of everything. It doesn't mean you have to be in the ideal situation that you really rather be. But it's about making the most of your current location or where you are and, you know, really honouring that. All right, I'm going to go on to my caller today. I've got Annette in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Annette, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing fantastic, thank you.
Awesome. Love Canada. I was meant to be there last year, and then we did plan to be over there this year, but I'm hoping that we're going to be, fingers crossed, for next year now to come and do some shows and do some readings. So might get to catch up with you then, Annette. But in the meantime, thank you for calling in and being my caller today.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I'm just wondering if you have anybody coming through.
Yeah,
anybody coming through for me?
Yeah, I wanted to, initially I felt father figure stepping up for you. It's like there is a few there in spirit, but I do feel like you wanted to step up first. Okay, there's a reason that he wanted to step in first, and I do feel like there's an element of surprise around that maybe there is somebody else there, but it's like he wanted to come through first, and I feel like there's been a fair while since he passed, or it's like he's finally connecting. There's some sort of excitement around that.
Okay.
All right, I get the name John around him. Not necessarily that that's his name, but I want to go to. He's taking me to John, but I feel like there's some. Yeah, it sounds. That's what it feels like to me. There's a John reference around this male coming through. So if he's not your dad, I feel like he's very fatherly. He has that nurturing essence to him, and I do feel like it's been a while since he passed. So I feel like you might not be expecting him to come through. That's what he's showing me. But it's like he's coming through to say, or not to say, sorry, he's coming through to almost like be holding your hand with stepping forward and stepping up with things. So it's kind of like the way he's presenting is that there's change happening, and it's almost like you need that bit of extra support right now, because it's like, I feel like, it's like you're hanging in the balance there going, oh my God, am I going to do this? And it's like he's there going, no, tell her to do it, just to do it. And I feel like in life that was him as well, is I'm stepping up to say, I'm here and I'm going to hold your hand and we're going to do this. So it's almost like a reassurance, everything will turn out fine. And I feel like with that, some of the details that he's showing me aren't quite there yet. So you might be having to make decisions based on something that doesn't have all the information. So you're feeling a little bit like, oh, I'm a bit nervous about this. But it's like he's coming through saying, no, it's okay.
Okay.
All right. So it's like, I definitely feel like I want to, with the aspect of him, I want to push forward. I want to just guide you. It's almost like he's got his arm around your back going, it's okay, we've got this.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
I'm going through a lot right now.
Yeah, it's like he's not a man of many.
My grandson.
Yep. And this is because all right, so this is going to your son, yeah?
Well, my son passed away.
Yeah. Okay, let me have a look. Oh, there's a lot of. Oh, okay. Let me just get him through here. It's like he's gently coming through. I want to present a heart to you from him, and there's a lot of regret around his energy coming forward, like saying, I want to. I'm okay. Like, I'm sorry, Mum. I really want to come through and say I'm sorry. There were things that were incomplete. There were things that you've had to deal with since his passing, and he feels a lot of responsibility around that. And he almost feels hesitant coming through, like, oh, I don't want to cause Mum more pain. And it's the connection between you two. It's almost like from birth, and I feel like there was an aspect there where you were pulled apart, but he's reminding me of that strong connection you guys started off with.
Oh. Yeah, I had a really strong connection to him.
Yeah. And it's really almost close. Like, yeah, he wants to apologize, because it's like seeing you so sad and going through what you're going through is really devastating for him in spirit. It's like, oh, I'm here for Mum, and there's a lot of emotion around him too. I feel like there's a sensitivity to him. He's very, very sensitive, and I feel like there was aspects of that he struggled with this life in that he was so sensitive, and it was almost like very hard for him. There was a lot of struggle around just being able to be a human, I feel. It's almost like there's a thing that he's over there now, and it's like, I'm chilled out, I'm okay, and it's a lot easier over here than it was here in this human form.
Wow.
But you do have it, like, it's like he's showing me, besides this lifetime, I felt like you guys had a connection before that. Is there two other children around? Where did the two children, have you got two other children as well as your son that's passed?
I was told that he had 3 children, but I could confirm of 1 child.
Yep. Well, he's showing me 2
but
children.
I know he
so,
had a miscarriage with 1.
Yep.
His girlfriend had a miscarriage with 1.
Yep.
And then I don't know if
2?
the other one's his.
Okay, yeah. I feel like
I have a grandson, but I'm trying to fight to see him still.
Yeah. There's something around timing with seeing your grandson, I want to say, and it's like your son's coming in saying it will happen, but there might be, because I felt like I wanted to go, is there some sort of court thing happening, or what's being decided at the moment? Or, so it's almost like that will come through with the right outcome, I want to say. So hang in there and keep that faith, because it will happen. And it's like your son is guiding you. So please follow the signs, because he's very strongly around you. And I want to say, I flick the light. He connects with, I feel like I'm playing with electricity. So it's like if your lights flicker or the car starts and it doesn't, there's something around that for him showing you that he's around. And he's very strong with it. So these are things that are happening around you right now that are very relevant. And you're going to be guided and it will be okay. I feel like there's 2 children, though. I feel like he's showing me there is 2. So they're both his. But I'm running out of time. So I'm going to, please message me, Australia's Cowgirl Medium on Facebook. Shoot me a message and I'll elaborate, because I'm running out of time now.
Thank you so much.
See you, everyone. My pleasure. Bye for now. Woohoo!